series finale just aired
Yeah,
a few days ago.
At the time of us recording this, the finale aired on Saturday night?
November 4th.
Okay. So it's Wednesday now, so 4 days ago.
Man.
So we're 4 days removed from Attack on Titan being completely done.
So that's done, like everything.
That's it. I mean, granted, I know everybody's going to make jokes on the internet like, I'm going to make Attack on Titan 2 or Attack on Titan Shippuden because everybody wants to call everything a Shippuden, but like...
Crazy.
Even if they do, it probably won't be by Isayama, right?
Yeah.
Hajime Isayama.
Isayama.
It probably won't be by him. It'll probably just be by the studio, and the ending kind of leaves it open to that. But it's interesting.
It had a couple different endings, right?
Yeah, the manga had 2 separate endings because he got so much hate for the first ending that he needed.
Okay. So I'm not gonna come back to it. So I can, but I've been told a few things, so I can generally ask. Yeah. So like she like cut his head off, right?
You do what you gotta do.
I mean, honestly, let's just hear everything you know about the finale.
I mean, that's really the majority. Like
this is Kimmy's review of the finale without watching the Attack on Titan finale.
Okay, so for you guys,
also you're like seasons behind.
Yeah, no, for you guys, I watched.
You need to give us your rating too.
Okay, listen. I watched the first 2 seasons of Attack on Titan. Like, I remember the first place I watched it, 2012, first episode. Shout out to Patrick for traumatizing us. But I dropped it after. I was excited for season 3, but then we got a little depressed. So like, got
a little depressed.
I'm depressed. So I wanted to find joy in my media I watched instead of psychological torture. So I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this right now. So I've only seen the first 2 seasons. I had a friend of mine explain to me the whole thing. Nothing stayed in my head besides the fact that she chopped off Aaron's head and she kissed it.
And
she just grabbed and was like...
Did you see a picture of that at least? Or the image of it?
I think I did.
How'd that make you feel? If you remember. Because it's a weird sight.
That's crazy.
I was kind of hoping she pushed his hair behind his ear.
Yeah, at least get my son right. Like, give my son a little bit of like a... Oh my God. Like, look at you. Did you lose weight?
I mean, he lost a lot of weight.
He lost a lot of weight. I mean, given the size he was. I mean, so honestly...
That's crazy.
She probably did some freaky stuff with that head, though.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like...
My head just went kind of like... This really buggy type shit.
I don't know. Let us know if you find the fan fiction on that.
Listen, it's already out there. I can bet you it's probably out there.
We can find out some more fanfic after this, but
damn.
Yeah, but for Attack on Titan, I'm one of those people that was not a fan of the manga ending. The second ending isn't necessarily an alternate ending. It's just like adding extra information in a way. It's so weird. It's so interesting to call that second because they didn't even include it, right?
What is it?
I can't even remember anymore, bro, because it was so...
The differences are so minute.
It was just like, why'd you even bother doing this? But I enjoyed the anime's representation of the ending more than the manga. I didn't give the manga like they didn't stick the landing, this is shitty, this is like Game of Thrones level of like, oh, it was a waste of a journey.
I don't think anything could be that bad,
But like, for this, I was like, you know what? The voice acting, getting the emotions, the music.
Armin's voice acting was really good.
Armin was killing it.
When he was crying.
Armin was out here. Kind of like a lot of the messages made more sense in regards to watching it rather than I think reading it. I think it's a little bit hard to like kind of get those messages that Isayama was trying to portray, especially like the way the world is now. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but like Attack on Titan is really... It's very timely. Yes. You know what I mean? With this ending and everything it's saying about war and the world. It's
humanity.
Very timely. So I enjoyed... The anime made me enjoy the ending more, and I kind of take back my criticism a little bit more about the manga ending now.
Did Levi survive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
I was about to say no spoilers. I was like, shit's over.
Yeah. He survived.
Okay.
He survived.
Okay.
He's one of the only... Yeah, I mean, I never liked the ending either. Is it the worst ending in the world? No, not at all. At the end of the day, it's just my opinion. I'm not happy with the way things ended. But again, that's a personal opinion. It's still, as series as a whole, amazing, start to finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 0 complaints. It's just like not a happy ending.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can't always have a happy ending.
Yeah. In a situation like the way this series was, especially like first 2 seasons for you, like, how can something like this really have a happy ending? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not what I was looking for originally. It was more or less like...
Is it satisfying?
There were character moments that made me just feel icky. Like, I did feel like the series... For some reason, reading the manga, I felt like it needed one more chapter.
Yeah.
Because it skimmed through
A few things.
that, like,
Aaron's whole explanation as to like why he did it and how he came to this conclusion.
What the fuck is that blue parasite alien thing?
Oh, yeah.
So that's
It's
where the
life.
Titan powers
It's
come
life.
from. Some blue, it's life?
That's what they said. It's just life. It's just a life form that had to adapt.
Bro, it's a giant blue parasite. Imagine like a caterpillar.
Like a centipede.
I don't know what this shit looks like.
Alright.
It looks like a giant sperm cell.
Ew.
And that's what has basically, that's the reason why Titans exist. There's no magic. There's no God. It's not science. Just this
thing.
It's
Yeah,
just here
and
you go.
So those are the little things that make me be like, this
But
kinda
why?
fucking
It needs
stupid.
an explanation.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I need this. Even if you just told me the devil
It was
gave you this
God.
power,
Yeah.
Yes, something.
I would have been like,
Alright.
cool. I don't need anything
Something.
else. The devil being the answer is fine for me. But anime's delivery is better.
Another thing that bothered me about it was like, so Aaron has a confession in like the episode where he like bawls about his love for Mikasa. He like opened up. Oh my! I don't want her to be with anybody else. Like after I die,
He's fiend for me for at least 10 years.
yo, this man and Armin's even like, I did not expect you to say something so pathetic.
Yo, his man's just looking at him like, yo, bro, you look crazy right now.
Also,
And what happened?
I never expected this. Nothing.
And
Because he was at that point he was just gonna die no matter what. Aaron's just like explaining himself, but like, bro, where was this? Because
wasn't he gonna like make some genocide happen? Like he was gonna start cutting bitches
He
again.
wiped out 80% of the population.
Damn.
This is something like.
and his justification for it was
It was gonna kill
because he wanted to match the world, every other country's population, to that of the island of Paradise,
Oh,
so that they all stood on equal ground.
I didn't even know all the
Yeah.
details.
Because
Oh.
Paradise is like what, like 100,000 people compared to the rest of the world, which is
Yeah.
like 4 billion.
That's the thing
So-
with the Attack on Titan world. They were whatever
the
you saw in
island.
that season 2. They didn't know that the rest of the Earth
Existed.
still had shit going on. Imagine you was like, I'm just gonna pick a random place. I don't know. You was in Haiti,
Madagascar.
Madagascar,
Just
and
an
then but you like don't know that there's other humans around the world.
Yeah.
And then you go and then you find out like, wait, what? And then you realize how much more power they have than you,
Damn.
besides you being turned to
Did they have Titans everywhere else? No, right?
No.
Oh,
It
so
was just
only
it.
them with that
That's
blood. Only them
crazy.
is that they have that bloodline. That
Oh, wait a minute.
the
Yo, this
genetics.
is mad information for her because she only went to season 2.
Yes.
You
So
No,
find-
I heard it. Like I was told this.
Yeah.
I just forgot.
only the people that you saw in the first 2 seasons that lived in that area, they were put there, persecuted thousands of years ago, I guess, because
With the people
they
of
have a
Paradise.
bloodline, and only people with that blood in them can turn into Titans
That's
if
crazy.
given like this certain serum and all types
Yeah,
of shit like
that
that.
Aaron's dad did.
So that's why the rest of the world wants to get rid of them, because they're like, you guys can turn up anytime you want to get your lick back
Ooh.
from 1,000 years ago, because originally they were in power. It's so
Oh, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
so much. It's
Okay.
so much.
But good to know.
I enjoyed the ending. With that, I give the series probably like, it's a 9 out of 10 series still.
nine.
Close to a 10 out of 10
Okay.
series still. Like,
Still.
even with that ending, it's been magnificent all the way through.
And it's just that last bit, that last like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, but everything else,
Yeah.
All right.
amazing.